ひなこ、しっかりしろ。返事をしろ。よかった。まあ、お前は簡単に死ぬようなやつじゃないよな。
シュウはまだ生きてる。
サクコは無事だよな。一体どうなってんだ。街から誰もいなくなってる。これは悪い夢なのか。
どこに行っても化け物しかいない。悪夢以外の何者でもないな。
だとしても幸運だったよ。この世界に残ったのが2人だとして、そのもう一人がお前で嬉しいよ、相棒。
リンコは？
俺はあいつに話があるって言われただけで、別にその。
リンコは無事なのか？一緒に逃げたんじゃないのか？
悪い、俺も混乱してたみたいだ。あの時はみんなバラバラに逃げた。俺もリンコの姿は見てない。
こんな状況でリンコはどこへ？
自分の家か。行ってみようぜ、相棒。
シュウ？
どうした？早く来ないと置いてくぜ。
よし、しっかりしないと。とにかくリンコを見つけなきゃ。
All right, let's get moving. Bitch.
また道が。
Alright, let's drop a save. I don't think I actually ever... Let me go back real quick. I don't remember what's down here. There has to be something down here, though. Oh no, okay, this is just where we came to... Never mind. I feel like an idiot right now. Alright, let's head down here.
あの化け物もういないよね。
I mean, he might be. Is there a mannequin here? I can't remember. I think there is. That's why I gotta be incredibly careful. Ooh, toolkit. Alright. No. Let's not waste that quite yet. I'm so nervous. I don't know why, dude.
これってお供え物？
Oh shit. Alright, I'm gonna repair the knife. Screw it. Alright, let's drop another save. I know we got a bunch of them up here. Get over here.
これが壊れたらどうする？
We're fine. Okay, they give us chocolate instead. Nice. Get over here. Ooh, Kutsu tea, nice. Fucking die. Bandage, alright. We got a pretty nice assortment of healing items right now. Let's hope I can keep that up. I mean, the game isn't too hard right now, but that is going to be changing soon. Once we get to the, you know, the later sections, I mean, duh. The game's gonna be harder when we get there. I'll just be happy when I can finally, like, play this game without having to play on the hardest difficulty. Research journal, photo attached to a research journal. It appears to be a clue collected by a researcher investigating the folklore of Ibusagoka. Regarding the legend of the sacred sword, in the Muromachi period, the great famine of Oi had young individuals desperate for quick money, and so they searched for the legendary sword. One story even claims that the sword was discovered. However, the youth who found it became consumed by the Tiara clan's resentment and massacred the others one after another. After that, the sword became known as the Sacred Sword and is thought to contain the lingering animosity of the defeated Tiara soldiers. Was the sword hidden after that? There is not enough information. I must search for the Jizo statues myself. I was able to get in contact with a resident who knows the location of an old Jizo statue. This may be the first clue that will lead me to the sword. Okay, well, no, we're not going to do that. I wasn't expecting to find that, but nevertheless, I'm not complaining. Oh, I missed out on this the first time. There's an Emma here. Wow, I suck. Let's see. Enshrine. Oh yeah, we can't do anything here. And we don't need to clear our mind either, but so we're fine. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, sickle. Alright.
シュウ、いるか？
なんだ相棒。
今のこの状況、いつまでも宇宙船総ごっこをしていたい。私かお前の夢の中ってことはないよな。
だったら互いの頬をつねり合ってみるか。
いや、自分の頬くらい自分でつねれる。
残念だが夢じゃないみたいだな。
What's down here? I never found this before the first time around. It's just red capsules. Okay, lame. Alright, isn't there a guy right here, an enemy around the corner waiting for us? Yep. Alright. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna take my time with this part. Ugh, I wish I could just kill you. Old medical record. The patient had joined a group of children chasing down a fox that had wandered into the village. The fox then attacked the patient, leaving several lacerations on his face. The wound below his left eye is particularly deep and shows a considerable risk of scarring. During treatment, he suddenly fell unconscious and was measured with a fever of over 40 degrees. Emergency transfer of the patient to the prefectural hospital was requested. Upon arrival, however, the doctors there were unable to detect any abnormalities even after multiple rounds of testing. After confirming his condition was stable, the patient was cleared to return home the following morning. When questioned during a follow-up examination, the patient responded that he felt completely fine. According to the patient's mother, however, Kotayuki is like a whole other boy and has been applying himself to his schoolwork harder than ever before. That's new. Local doctor's note. I had assumed up until now that being possessed by the fox was a sort of curse. However, it turns out that among the followers of the Inari faith in Ibusugoka, it can be more nuanced than that. I heard one tale of a housewife who was possessed by the fox after sharing some scraps of food with the real starving fox. As a sign of gratitude, the fox showed her the whereabouts of hidden treasure. Another tale claims that a pious shaman was possessed by the fox and given premonitions of a coming famine. They were able to warn the town and stockpile enough food to endure it. There are numerous stories like this suggesting that being possessed by the fox is not necessarily a turn of bad luck, though with the influence of today's media from outside the town regarding ghosts and horror stories, the fox has become seen as a purely negative phenomenon, particularly among the younger generations.
Sensei, desu ka?
Isn't there a kitchen knife in here? Got more kutsu tea. Local doctors note there are numerous tales of those who blaspheme against the Inari faith being possessed by the fox. These tales have no quantitative scientific basis, of course. However, I want to try my best to avoid outright refuting tradition and local beliefs. The effectiveness of any medicine provided to a patient who believes themselves sick due to the fox's possession is drastically low. As a man of science, I surprise even myself here when I say that. For the best results, patients should be told to offer their sincere prayers to Oinori-san prior to seeking medical treatment. By respecting and complying with local traditions, I feel I can build a far stronger rapport with my patients here. There we go. Guess there isn't a kitchen knife here. Thought there was. Dried carcass.
誰かいるの?
Why am I getting freaked out by all the sound? claw marks. Alright, bring on the enemy. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. We're fine. I need to be more careful with my weapons. What's this? Bandage. Perfect. You know what? I'm gonna use that. Now we gotta go through this whole freaking maze. What's down this way? I think there's actually, I don't think there's anything, there's no enemies down here. It's just a shrine, right?
この先にある昨今とこの神社よく行ったな。
Find water, okay. Antique comb. Nice, alright.
おい相棒、リンコの家はそっちじゃないぜ。
ごめん、ぼんやりしてた。
ここサクコの家の神社だよな。
うん。
あんまり思い詰めるな。急いでリンコを探そう。
そうだな。行こう。
I'm thinking way too much about this. I need to just like fucking brute force my way through this shit. I wish we had a toolkit. Let's go drop a save. Are you kidding me right now? Alright, you wanna fight? Let's go. Oh god. Damn it! freaking serious right now. Alright, enshrine. Actually, we'll hold on to those. We got 3 Emmas right now. What should we do? Let's draw another Amamori. Greatly decreases damage. Greatly decreases damage taken at full health. God, I cannot talk. Alright, I gotta run through this maze. I kind of want to take a break, I'm not even gonna lie. Maybe I should. I don't want to get to, you know, a point where I, you know, get pissed off at this game. Because I've definitely been there. Fuck off, man. First aid kit, okay. Oh shit, why did I come this way? Try carcass. What are you doing? Okay, this is bad. Oh no! Okay, I got it. I got the message loud and clear. I'm fighting 3 of them. Oh my god, alright. We're fine, we're fine. Everything is okay. What the fuck? There's nothing back here, man. Fuck off!
あっち行け。 れたらどうする？
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. The weapon durability in this game sucks. You don't need to remind me. Alright, let's not get jumped by this. You got it! Alright. Do your thing. Shit. Alright, I'm in a bad spot right now.
Kimochiwarui.
ひなこか？この気持ち悪いのには触るなよ。毒があるかもしれない。右の庭から回ってこっちに来い。
わかった。
Okay. Can you give me a toolkit, please? Nope, nope, nope. I do not want that. Discard. Okay, they gave us a new weapon. Ooh, here we go. Alright, we'll repair the sickle. Alright, I'm not gonna reach for that yet. So I know exactly what's gonna happen. Alright, let's use the bandage. Alright, time to do this frickin' part that I hate. Give me a sec.
ひなこ、ひなのマルだ。急げ。大丈夫か？
なんとかな。
よかった。純子さんに頼まれたんだ。何があってもお前を守れってな。
お姉ちゃんが？
ずいぶん前の話さ。さあ行こうぜ。
ああ、行こう。
Alright, we made it. Alright, I think I'm gonna do the like, scarecrow field part, and then after that I'm going to, take a break. Because we've made good progress, I would say, for a first recording sesh, you know? I'm blasting through the game a lot quicker this time. Alright, can we enshrine anything? It's just a dead end. Alright.
ここで遊んだのいつの頃だっけな。
懐かしいね、ここ。幼い頃この辺りで迷ってワンワン泣いた記憶がある。
お前が泣くとこが想像できないぜ。
もうずいぶん長いこと泣いた記憶がない。
お前は何でも我慢して心に溜め込む悪い癖があるからな。春にはメダカやオタマジャクシ捕まえたっけ。水が気持ちよかったな。ほら田んぼで遊んで泥だらけになって怒られたこともあったっけ。
こんな状況なのに懐かしい思い出ばかり思い出す。
今ではどれも懐かしいな。辛くなったらいつでも泣けよ。俺が絶対に相談に乗ってやるからな。
ありがとう相棒。
よし行こうぜ。霧が深いな。リンクのやつ無事だといいんだが。
Here we go. Time for this part.
相棒。
On the evening of the 7th, a 5-year-old girl fell into the waterway of Rice Field and subsequently drowned to death. Authorities believe she accidentally fell in while playing. I'm not gonna pick up any collectibles during this part. Any like pick up like items during this part. I'm just going to solve the puzzle so that we can get this trophy. So we're doing this one next. To the children of Ibisugoka, good kids don't play near waterways. Be especially careful when there's been a lot of rain because water levels will rise. Good kids don't play in crop fields. Watch out for those reservoirs and ponds because they're dangerous too. Going the right way? Yeah. Article, a child drowns in waterway. Around 6 p.m., the girl's family discovered her floating face down in the waterway after being carried 2 kilometers downstream from where she initially fell in. She was transported to a nearby hospital where she was pronounced dead on arrival. Multiple accidents have occurred due to this waterway in the past, but a single prevention measure has yet to be put in place. Alright, just keep going straight. Child drowns in waterway. Parents and guardians, when children are lost and begin to panic, they become less able to pay attention to their surroundings. There have been numerous reports of children running around areas that they are not familiar with, then falling into waterways and reservoirs and drowning. If you come across a lost child, please offer your help to them. Article, okay. This evening, the lifeless body of Shimizu Hinako was found in a crop field waterway after she presumably drowned to death. It is suspected that she panicked after losing her way and began running around in the dark. This is likely when she stumbled and fell into the waterway. The name of the actual child who tragically died has been replaced with cut-out letters of my name. What a disgusting prank.
ひなこ、
あれ、さっきのは。
早く来いよ。ひなこ、
凛子は。
読んでみよう。凛子、俺だ、シュウだ。いるなら返事してくれ。
シュウ君、来てくれたんだ。あ、ひな子も無事でよかった。
怪我はないか。家族は。
私は大丈夫。でも誰もいないの。足の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんて、こんなの絶対に変。誰もいないし、気味の悪い怪物がうるつき回ってるし、何が何だかわからないよ。 んないい子がどうして。
これ以上ここにとどまるのは危険だ。町を出た方がいい。
町を出るって、お父さんやお母さんは、みんなは。
助けを呼ぶためにも今は行動を急いだ方がいいかもしれない。
みんなを見捨てるわけじゃない。助けるためにも一度脱出する必要があるんだ。
でも町を出るって言ってもあれじゃ無理だよ。
無理ってどういう意味だ？
そっちの窓から鉄橋が見えるよ。霧が濃くなければ。
嘘だろ。
鉄橋が。どうしよう。
東の鉄橋がダメなら西の県道を目指そう。
柊の家の裏山を抜けるのか？
あの山越えられるの？
わさび田への道がある。うちだけの抜け道だ。リンコ、念のため薬や絆創膏を持っていきたい。
台所に救急箱あるよ。取ってくるね。
あ、私も一緒に行こう。手伝う。
相棒が一緒なら安心だ。
台所どこだっけ？